Good morning, everyone. Now we'll see the next topic is index sequential access method. See, previously we have already completed the tree based indexing. The next level of indexing is index sequential access method, also called as ISAM. See, an early technology attempting it is an early technology attempting fast retrieval of individual records and maintain sorted order. See, it is telling that we can quickly retrieve our particular record by using this technique, and also we are going to record all our information. We are going to store our information in sorted order. That one one thing here is you can fastly retrieve your information, and other thing is you are going to store the information in sorted order. Fast retrieval and sorted order you are going to follow here. And much knowledge is required on how the data is mapped to the physical data storage device. That is how you're going to construct your a structure, how you're going to store the information that you're going to highlight here. The knowledge is required to the knowledge is required here on how the data is stored. That is how physically you're going to store on the disk that we are going to see. Next is ISAM files are generally an integrated storage structure. Why we are telling it is an integrated storage structure? Because here all the relevant information you're going to cluster them. You're going to put it in one side. One thing is you're going to have the clustered information, all relevant information you're going to identify at one place only, and each index entry contains an entire row. See, index here, this type of indexing here, each index entry will contain the entire row. That is all the information you can find at one place using this index. Next is a node contains m keys, means there will be m+1 child pointers. That this will be same as your MV trees or B trees. So this node structure is a generalization of a binary search tree. Whenever binary search tree will come, that means you are going to follow the three rules. Whatever the root node value is there, the left child will be having lesser than the root node value, and the right child will be having greater value than the root node. So whenever we are telling it follows this type of generalization, means even your index sequential access method is going to follow binary search tree. Next we'll see what is a separator entry. See, a separator entry is given as ki, pi, where ki is a search key value. That is nothing but your primary key or candidate key. Each node will be having a key with the reference pointer. So that key is nothing but your search key, primary key or candidate key, you can call it as. Pi is a pointer to a lower level page. Pointer to a lower level page means you're going to point to the child nodes, or else you'll be having further a reference pointer, that is nothing but the address to where the information is present. So pi is a pointer to the lower level page, that is to the child nodes, and ki is your search key. So ki separators set of search key values in the two subtree pointed by pi-1 and pi is given as, see down you can see the structure of a separator entries. That is, you will be having k1 key, which left is having p0, which is a pointer which is pointing to the next page. That is, you can call it as next level of page, which is having values less than the k1, and p1 will be pointing to the right child, which is having the greater values than k1. Similarly till m nodes. M will be the order. So down here is an example. So here in this example we are telling that each node up to how many keys it can hold. It depends upon the disk structure as well as the data size. See, M is determined by the index whose data size is given by S. If S is a sector size, that is the disk sector size, then you can use this formula. That is F is equals to B minus 4 divided by S plus 4. B is your sector size and S is your data size. So suppose we are going to take the pointer size as 4 bytes it is going to hold. If it is a large database, then it can hold up to 8 bytes. For example, if the sector size is given as B is equals to 4096 and yes, that is the data size is 30. Then f is equals to, you're going to substitute, you will be getting 120 key values boundary. That is, a node can hold up to 120 key value boundaries. That means further it can be having the pointers as 121. If m keys are there, you will be having m plus 1 child pointers. That is 120 keys means 121 child pointers. So similarly, by using the above formula, we have found that how many keys can be like how many keys you can be holded in one particular node. Next we'll see if the index is static. See, once the separator level has been constructed, they never change. That means once this separator level has been constructed, that means this construction of a tree is being done, then it can never be changed, because all the nodes are given at one point. Then you're going to construct this particular tree. So that is this separator levels, you can call it as. The number and position of leaf pages in a file stays fixed. That is, whatever position is there. Suppose here we are going to take the alphabetical order. So whatever names are there, the positions will be fixed once when they have been constructed. So this is a static structure of a separator levels. So what is the advantage of using this static index is, it is good for equality and range search. Why we are telling it is for equality is that if you are searching for any one particular record, if you are searching for specific any one particular record, then it can go to according to that particular level and identify and give you the record. For ranges means, if you are searching from range from 101 to 200 up to 200 records, then all those ranges also it can search for you efficiently. So this index as a static is efficient for equality and range search. Leaf pages stored sequentially in file when storage structure is created to support range structure. It supports multiple attribute search key and partial key searches. It also supports your multiple attribute search key. With more than one key also you can search, or else partial key also you can search for the particular record. In that we are having the contents of a leaf page can change. The contents of a leaf page can change means the last level of this tree structure, the last level is called as the leaf nodes. So here the order might change. If you are giving any one particular if you are adding any one particular node, so again you are going to check where exactly the node should come based on the ordering. That is, here it is in ascending order. So you're going to check accordingly by jumping in the pointers and place them at appropriate level. So the contents of leaf page can change here whenever you're inserting. So row deletion yields empty spot in leaf page. See, if you're going to delete at the leaf level any one particular node, suppose after Tom there was one more node like YEL something. If L is deleted, then that is left as empty spot beside the Tom node. So it yields a empty spot whenever you're going to delete any particular leaf node. And row insertion can result in overflow leaf page and ultimately overflow chain. See the figure, in that it is shown that if you're going to add E1, EVAN, so the appropriate place of E1 is beside the EDIR. So already this here it can hold maximum of 2 keys. You can't give beyond that number of keys. So it is going to face an overflow situation here. So in that overflow situation, it is going to jump in the overflow chain and insert that particular key. So this is row insertion, and deletion means there will be an empty spot. Chain might be long. If you're going to keep on doing insertion like this, then the chain might be long, unsorted, scattered on the disk. So ISM can be inefficient if table is dynamic. At a runtime, if you're going to insert more and more keys, then you might not get the appropriate place, or else you might face an overflow chain process also. So this is not efficient if you're going for dynamic. Generally an integrated storage structure this is, as you will be having clustered index entries. It also contains rows. Separator entry is given as ki, pi. As already said, the ki is in search key values and pi is a pointer to a lower level page. ki separate set of search key values in the two subtree pointed by pi minus 1 and pi. So this is the tree structure for the index, that is an index sequential access method. So this completes your topic. If any doubts, you can feel free to ask.